So Miss Jade is, she today is going to be doing a sound healing ceremony with Didgeridoo, Kalimba, and light language, which is going to be cool. I don't know if you're going to be sticking around for sessions available today based on your schedule, but you are going to be in room 7. You let us know if you're going to be available till 9 o'clock or not, because that's how long we go for.
Yeah,
So,
I'm definitely gonna stay for till 9 o'clock.
oh, cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
So she's available for like a quick session, and she will today. What she'll do is give you one free channeled message from her guides. And if you would like to do a door prize, it's up to you at the end of your presentation, and tell us the value of it. So Jade is a clairvoyant, a clairaudient, a clairsentient. She guides, heals, and provides individuals with information. She refers herself as the Shamanka. Shamanka?
Yeah, Shamanka.
Shamanka. I bought a domain Shamanista.
Yeah, Shamanista, Shamanka, Shamana, exactly.
So I got that Shamanista on hold.
Yes.
Okay, so you are here to raise the vibrations and the frequency of people, including yourself and those around you, for the planet. You can find her at jadeceli.com. You can find her on Facebook, Instagram, and everything else under Jade Celi Spiritual Health. I'm so glad to see you again. We've known each other for years when I did my event back in Plantations, and then you hit the road and you said, I'm out of here, and we're still in touch. So I'm so thrilled you came back. So girl, I've been watching you on Facebook and watching you grow and blossom, and I'm excited to what you have to offer us today.
Thank you so much. I just want to let everybody know that in order to get the best quality of the didgeridoo, I have to use a microphone. And with the Samsung, super inconvenient, but it is what it is. There's only one audio jack, or one jack, whatever it's called. So I'll be plugging in my microphone so that you guys can get the best quality sound on your end for the didge, the kalimba, and for my speech light language. So if you have anything you want to say, or if you want to contact me, please send me a message in the chat. Or I'll just remind you guys where to find me again when I'm nearing the end of this. But I'm pretty stoked, and I'm warmed up, and I'm ready to get started. So as soon as I guess Sherry gives me the okay, I'll plug in my microphone and we can get started.
You are okay.
Okay, cool. I'm going to plug in my microphone. So like I said, I won't be able to hear you. So please message me on the chat function, and we are going to do this. Let's go.
So let's hold space for about 20 minutes approximately.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you would know because you're playing, because as a musician you really don't know. So
Right.
how would you know?
I'm just going to check the clock every now and then. I'll try to get into some light language, that way I could keep time.
So basically, we are pretty open until 8 o'clock. So we're very flexible. If you go over, no problem. Okay, because I know once you get going, you're going to get going. I have a feeling. Okay?
Yeah. 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 Okay. Cool. Good to know. Thank you.
And
All right.
if anything, I will use this to bring you back. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Thank you. Plugging in.
All right.
Stoked. Here we go. Okay.
All right. So as she's setting up everybody, we are doing this from New Zealand.
Also, I just plugged in my microphone, so maybe it's a good thing if someone texts me that they can hear me properly right now, even just speaking before I get started. I'm just going to check my chat really quick.
We can hear you.
To make sure that you guys can hear me.
We can.
Let's see.
Can you hear us?
Sherry. A scribbly scrabble.
Yes, we're good, girl.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, great. Okay, cool. So I can get out of here and get going. Woo! Wait. Actually, I'm being guided to start with Kalimba immediately. So here we go. Messages coming through on behalf of The divine feminine speaking to the divine masculine.
Having a little hard time hearing it.
Freya kakau na siya matatay. We have always been together. We have always been together. We were waiting to be reunited. Dancing, we are dancing.
It's a little hard to hear you.
We are awaiting your response. Divine Masculine is coming through with Didgeridoo in response.
I hear you. That's better. Can't hear it. We're not hearing it, Jay.
Marching to the beat. This is Divine Masculine's response. Marching to the beat of your own drum, you always have. I see you and I have acknowledged your existence. It is great to have rekindled this reconnaissance notion of yesteryear has been delivered. We have forethought all too much, have been stuck in the mental capacities to not allow the overwritten paradigms to shift out. But alas, we are here in purple and violet flame, encompassing, surrounding Gaia. Together, unanimously, we vote as one. Uremantio, Uremantio. We are reminding you that since all time, no time, we have always been pervading within your premises, awaiting you, awaiting us. For as above, so below, my children, my child, it is coming directly through. This is Christ consciousness channeling through in the format of Yeshua. Divine counterpart, I see you for who you are. It is not only to be reminded, but to be reminded not for. It doesn't matter, this acknowledgement. And this is what we have awaited within your own evacuation of the premises, i.e., in other words, I'm asking them, what does that mean? I.e., in other words, you have come to your own conclusion that nothing matters but your own internal fruitified annulment of past, gripping onto nothing, consuming your own immortal golden chalice of, they're telling me to drink this. For everything you consume, feminines, composes of the elixir from this moment on. You are reborn in a new era. Feminine is replying back with a little bit of anger, not gonna lie. You say that you were waiting for me, but I was waiting for you. Masculine wants to come through, but they're holding space. Feminine. We need to do a cleansing right now for the feminine, and it is needing to be done through the didgeridoo in retort, so that we can clear that anger out that they are still holding on to. Oops.
We had a little issue hearing the didge, so we got to bring it a little bit closer.
Feminine.
That's good.
Feminine comes to the realization there is no such thing as waiting, for that denotes separation and duality, from none of which is in existence any longer. The denial has been released. Kuritashto olo eleflaim domo no kotitasya. Here we are weaving together. Thank you for allowing me to shed my tears. They needed to come out and reformat into purposes of the elixir from which I consume of my own immortality. For yes, as intertwined as we have always been, we are realigned and reamalgamated now as of just short of globally on Gaia, 3 months and 26 days ago. We have come into complete fruition of Christ consciousness, Yeshua, Sophia, Christ awareness. It will be rippling out, yes, my children. You must play didgeridoo, not but kalimba. So something is coming through now. The feminine acknowledges that she was waiting for the masculine to do something, but when he did it, she realized it's not, by the way, it's not he and she, because divine masculine and divine feminine is within all of us. So I'm just utilizing these words as part of the English vocabulary, but yes, I understand that that's limiting. So please acknowledge that with me. But I'll say she, but divine feminine is realizing that upon the commencement of his release of her, he is done waiting, he's made his move. She is done waiting for him to make the move. And so she realizes at that moment, aha, I actually never needed to wait in the whole first place. And so my anger can be gone because there's nothing to hold on to. All I was needing to do was recognize that you are me truly, deeply, intrinsically. And so there is no need for waiting. There is no need for patience because everything we have is already here within our own chalice of the wells, so to say, within our own waters, our bodily vessel. I'm just going to go with the Kalimba now because it works a lot better than English. Feminine, upon this realization of there is no such thing as needing to wait because everything is already within and transmuting now. She's timid at first. He encourages her, Divine Masculine encourages her. Efrasia como toeta e shana toyo. I told you, sister, we have always been together. Butterfly just flew over my head. We are in unison. I drink of your ambrosia and you drink of mine, for they are one and the same. He's encouraging her. They are nearly unified completely. Masculine is coming through. Feminine is coming through. Masculine. He's meeting her halfway. She comes down to join him. The rest must be done on Didgeridoo. They are in union now, coming through as one unified whole. Okay, the dragons were intertwining, dancing, coalescing, and the masculine has come through with a message. Sancha ho grata kecho naito boko heopongcha kuratantasta takuha. How fantastic it is that you are meeting me halfway. Feminine is just kind of giggling like that's just their usual phrase of like, I am silly, I am light, I am here playing. Masculine has more to say. E non ciò provoco grita takacho moto hia hanto sote amakato hio rendato mecha e brababanto ki nyankoko ncha soto hunksho kstutututu tomoto hokotono chichitaka hemakato ratako shanto hia flolo toko piokoro toko micha hinakato. They're telling me they're coming through with, I was always encouraging you from the beginning. I had never left you. I needed you to have the realization on your own before I had the realization on my own. It is flooding within my heart. It has replaced our roots. Our roots are regrowing. Let me check what time it is. Ooh, good thing I checked. I have like 2 minutes left. Our roots are growing, and what else was that message?
You're okay.
There is no strong need to honor one another when we honor ourselves first. That is the greatest honor. I'm gonna wrap this up right now because there's something coming through more for the union, so I'll just make it quick.
No, you don't. You can keep going. You can keep going. The throat blockage is no longer there. The throat blockage is no longer there. We will elaborate more later. Darling, you must play Kalimba. Okay. I'll unplug my microphone in a minute. Nope, they want something slow. Ooh, I feel the heart chakra opening up. Purple, violet flame everywhere. We are holding hands in the holy matrimony of divine cosmic self, fully realigned, amalgamated. The fruition has been completed. Curidata exfrasia. The guides are thanking me. Okay, I'm gonna unplug my microphone now so I can see what you guys are saying. No, you're doing awesome. You can keep going. You're good.
Oh, sweet. Okay, cool.
Awesome. You keep going, girl.
Okay, cool. Okay, microphone back in. Okay, let's see what's coming through now. I'm actually being guided to speak light language and pull a card. I'm actually being guided to speak light language and pull a card. It is not only so, but so.
Do you want to do it for somebody in the group or randomly?
to speak
Want to
first.
do it randomly or pull it for somebody in the group?
Off your hat. Pardon my hat here.
Can you hear me?
The memories are being replaced, or replenished. The memories, sorry if I'm talking too loud, by the way. The memories of both divine feminine and divine masculine as one unified whole are being replenished for all of humanity, for all of Gaia at this moment. The current incarnation is the only one that we are needing to worry about, because the more that we deliver the scriptures of yesteryear through into this incarnation, it's only like we drag our past with us. So instead of focusing too much on past lifetime accumulation of garbage, you flood yourself now with being completely present, which of course we all knew this, but you flood yourself now with being present in your unified whole space, and that affects the past lifetimes, that heals the past lifetimes. Of course, I'm not telling you not to do your past lifetime work, like, boo, do your work. But I'm just saying, in addition to that, the more that you are present, the more it affects the past lifetimes. What is it? Go. Speak to the elephants. Speak to the elephants. It is true, they are your tribe. It is not for you, but it is for everyone watching. Speak to the elephants. Connect with the elephants. The Ganga, the holy Ganga in India, the river, it is being flooded with new life. New microorganisms are starting to repopulate physically. We need to connect with the leaves. That's why they had me I was like, why did they have me bring my green drink out here? Celery, spirulina, etc. We need to drink and eat more greens. You must play didgeridoo at once. So much for the card. They're needing the card later. Okay. Ooh, let me. I just want to check in and see what's going on. Okay. I
Okay,
guess it's
that's
all
cool.
good.
That's really cool, Rose. Can you hear me?
So that transmission was about the sorry if I have spiraling. Sorry, not sorry. That was about the fields being completely restored and regenerated, as in our auric fields, etheric, chetheric, causal body, mental body, emotional bodies being restored. That was a transmission for that. That was restorative energy, but it was also clearing because I could feel the key unlocking the heart space, but that had to come after the Sahasrara. Information was coming through directly from the sun. I know that we are to balance, of course, solar and lunar, but I just received a strong transmission about feminine embodiment, like people that are in a feminine body really needing to be in the sun, physically be in the sunlight and praising the sunlight and getting the solar codes, because that helps restore and regenerate our auric field, whereas those who are embodied and masculine will be needing more moonlight and shade. And then there was something going on about the blockages just continuing to come out and they're needing a card at once. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's hard to see. So what is this message about?
I also want to let you guys know if
Message is divine feminine
Jade,
speaking to divine masculine. This is not the card.
put it in the chat. Put your hand up or put in the
Speaking
chat.
to, this is the card. It is not meant to be reversed, darling. The
She can't hear it.
sacrifice. And it's an orange butterfly, which just flew by. Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Whose card is that?
Let me show you guys this card.
How do we know whose card it
Can you
is?
guys see that?
Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
She can't
So
hear you.
essentially,
She can only see what's in the
divine
chat.
feminine
Her
has
microphone is preventing her from hearing
sacrificed
any
much
audio.
for masculine for a really, really, really long time. But I love the fact that it's card number 44, because it's like, it's the mirror, it's the mirroring of the mergence of the masculine and feminine. And she has released the orange butterfly. It's like she's no longer realizing that her sacrifice is needed anymore. She has been liberated in the union within, and her orange butterfly is floating free. Orange butterfly, sacral chakra, a lot of sacral chakra, and there's all little blue dots around it, throat chakra and third eye. There's even some red rose petals coming out. So it's affecting all the chakras for humanity, but essentially she has completed her sacrifice. The sacrifice is complete. And I'm hearing now that she was the sacrifice. She was the sacrifice. Divine feminine was the sacrifice for divine masculine's reawakening. There's one more card that is needing to be pulled on behalf of the response. It is meant to be reversed. Yeah, the curse. So Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Let me show you guys this. 14. Oops, can you guys see this? The curse reversed.
It's reversed.
There's a hand. Look at the hand over the throat. I mean, over the mouth, like she can't speak, aka blocked throat chakra, and it came out in reverse. Okay, so divine masculine
So cute.
has recognized the sacrifice. She is freed. The orange butterflies are free. Sacral transmutation, root being replenished, throat chakra being replenished. The curse has been lifted. It wasn't actually a curse. Don't use that word, but it's just the blocking of the throat chakra is done for both divine feminine and divine masculine. It is complete. It is complete. So there is no more interference between divine feminine and divine masculine. The communication has officially commenced. I want to put my hat on though, because it's.
So can that apply to anybody at this point who's listening right now?
Didgeridoo not, but they are needing Kalimba.
She can't hear anything that I'm
She
saying.
can't hear anything until she unplugs the microphone.
No,
Okay, learning lesson. Good
Oh
idea.
wait, yes, maybe they did. Did they?
Oh my,
Oh, COVID is a curse, somebody said.
She's not responding.
she's in her own.
I don't want to talk about COVID right now. I'm just going to talk about the readings are for all divine masculine and divine feminine, by the way. So it's for all of us because we all have divine masculine and divine feminine counterparts within us that are now currently experiencing fusion. Pardon somebody water blasting. New Zealanders love their lawns and love their greenery, and they take care of them every single day. It's a beautiful thing. But I guess I really should check back on the chats a little bit more and see what you guys are saying. But I'm going to play some more kalimba in just a minute because I can feel something coming through. What does your instrument do for people listening? The instruments that I'm utilizing right now affect everybody in all of the dimensions, because what's happening is I'm channeling on behalf of the collective. So I'm just being a conduit and I'm providing healing for everybody listening and everybody not listening, really. I'm simply providing healing for the collective. So that means for all of humanity, for all of Gaia as one whole unified structure. But for those that are actually listening and actively participating, it takes place in the lower dimension. So like the third dimension, the human flesh, and the fourth dimension, the astral realm, which is also the dream world or theta wave type of thing. It's all just different frequencies, right? The different dimensions are just different frequencies. So for those that are watching, listening, and participating, you will be affected more on the lower dimensions because you are actually viewing it, hearing it, and absorbing it and interacting with it. Whereas the rest of the world who's not watching it, they're still receiving the healing at a minute degree, but it's in their upper dimensions, like 17th dimension. So they have no cognition that it's going on, that the healing is taking place, and yet they will still be affected. And at the same time, I'm channeling the information from the collective. So it's really a message from what's happening on Earth and back to you. I'm just channeling it in this kind of way, if that makes sense to you guys. But there's a message coming through from the Kalimba that is specifically for the plants, that the unified whole of the cosmic dance of the Laylas, feminine and masculine, like together as a unified whole, have a message now to provide healing and gratitude for the plants, is what's coming through now. They're telling me to slow down. Sherry. You must speak at once. Plants, we honor you, recognize you, and humbly accept your invitation to consume you. Thank you for allowing us growth. This is why we are needing to utilize the solar aspects now, for the womb space is no longer incarcerated, but instead wide open and embellished with higher levels of consciousness. We are needing the solar codes to reactivate the causal body. Yes, the scriptures are complete. You must speak in light language at once. The war animals ravaged us, the plants are saying. The war, like they're showing me pigs, like ripping out the roots of the plants, and they're saying that it was the humans that did it in a rude manner. We are friends now, we are allies now. We will approach the plants with dignity, respect, honor, and meaning, with reverence. For with each plant picked, we will ask for permission first. Especially upon consumption, we will validate you with honor and dignity as a piece of my cellular memory replenishment. Thank you. I'm going to check my messages.
You're adorable. You're doing great. So,
Oh,
okay.
Next speaker in 15 minutes. I wonder what time that was at.
No, you need to close. Close out. If she can hear me.
Clue, I think
She can't until she unplugs the microphone.
Okay, cool. Okay, beautiful human beings, beautiful aliens,
You
beautiful
can put it in the
hybrids.
chat, and if she looks again,
I
she'll
want
see it.
to let
I
you
am.
guys know that I am so grateful to be here with you, and I'm always here for you. Please make sure to send me a direct message here or on my Instagram. That's one word, Jade Celi Spiritual Healing. That's Jade Celi, C-E-L-I, J-A-D-E-C-E-L-I, Spiritual Healing, one word. Jade Celi Spiritual Healing Facebook page, jadeceli.com. You can friend me on my personal Facebook page, which is just Jade Celi. But definitely send me a message, especially if you're trying to book me through my website, because I'm in New Zealand. I really just use it to have the first interaction with people. Therefore, we can communicate on Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp and things like that to actually plan out the time, since the time zone is nuts, since most of my clients are international. I offer ancestral lineage clearings. I offer recalibrations back to your divine etheric blueprint, which includes cord cutting, violet flame, Reiki, Seikim, crystal healing, theta healing, quantum healing, exorcism, breath work, etc., etc. I just offer my time at this point because it's too many different modalities. So I just combine them all in one, and I go with the flow, and I work remotely since I'm always traveling. So I do readings as well of your highest good, or if just message me pretty much. If there's anything you need or want, please send me a message. Yeah, I have nothing else to say, but thank you guys so much. We are all one. I honor you, respect you, love you, am you. I no longer even like the phrase I love you, because that denotes I and you. I just want to say love. We are love. Thank you for having me.
So, if you can hear me, just disconnect your microphone, and so that way you can come back on with us.
Okay, well, I can hear you now.
Okay, that way you can take any questions, because you couldn't hear us before. Okay.
Yes, beautiful. Thank you.
Okay, does anybody have any questions for her? We got 10 minutes before our next speaker. Take advantage of Jade. Thank you so much, girl. I know you flew, you were in another dimension. I felt the tinglies, I felt the vibrations. Little technical issues at the beginning with the edge and the sound, but we'll get it down. This is all
True.
all of us, and we only want you to be the best that you can possibly be. Like
Thank you.
it takes a lot to blow a didgeridoo. Let me tell you guys.
Mm.
Like literally, you have to roll your, what do you call it? Roll it back. What do you call it? When
You mean the circular breathing?
Recircular breathing?
Yeah.
Can you give us an example for a second?
Yeah. It's really, I'll do it without the microphone, but so that you can see, because what it is I'm sorry that you guys couldn't hear it. It's just my microphone. Maybe it's my audio jack has been acting kind of weird. But anyway, it's really just you are consistently blowing out through your mouth. So you're going inside of the didge, or like a tighter thing to make that toot toot, and you're just going, but simultaneously you allow your cheeks to puff up with air. And as you breathe in through your nostrils, you push that air out through your cheeks so that it never stops. So it's a circular breathing. I'll just give you a little quick sample.
So basically in and out, in your nose and your mouth.
Yeah. So it's always coming out of your mouth, but it's coming in through your nose. So you'll hear me take a breath in through my nose, or I'll point or something. Do you see what I mean?
It takes a lot of work. I can't do that. I don't know many women that are didge players, honestly.
Yeah, there's a lot of controversy around that, although that is all just a facade.
Really?
But yeah, there is, especially in Australia. But that's where the message was misconstrued the most, because that's where the didgeridoo was created.
So what's the hesitancy on in that male-female aspect of blowing a didgeridoo?
Yes. So many years ago, when the didgeridoo was first created, because it's just a hollow tube. It's just a hollowed out tube.
It's bamboo piece, right?
Yeah, it's usually bamboo. This one's eucalyptus because I had to get my eucalyptus, baby. But it's usually bamboo naturally hollowed out, or something like eucalyptus hollowed out naturally by termites, even though now they create their own, of course. But what happened was there were many different tribes, and some of the tribes, very few and far between in all reality, only allowed the males to play the didgeridoo for ceremonial purposes, like for healing purposes, like for what I'm doing. And anybody could always play the didgeridoo. It's actually called like the yikari, but anyways, there's different names for it and everything. But
it's only in Australia or Africa or any country?
Australia specifically, Aboriginals.
Okay.
And so there were all different tribes, and some of the tribes didn't allow the women to play in ceremony. So then what ended up happening is that got watered down, patriarchal system. Generations later, then they were like, okay, well, women can't play at all, or women can't play in ceremony in any of the tribes, and that wasn't true. And then that message got watered down over generations, and then it got to be women can't play didgeridoo at all. And then all these fake things started happening where they were like, it's gonna make you infertile if you're a woman who plays, and they tried adding on these like scare tactics, but it all just got like watered down over the generations. And what's ironic is the people that are clinging to this notion of the patriarchy is the Aboriginal people themselves, more than the foreign people that came in. So it's crazy because like when I would play didgeridoo in Australia, like some of the elders, like Aboriginals, not like the respected elders, but like the drunk elders that like don't know any better, would be like, throwing glass bottles at me. And I literally had to stop playing didgeridoo in order to, you know, be in a safe place from which I could play. But the thing is, people are not informed, so they only know the most recent message that women can't play didgeridoo, but this is just a complete fallacy that has just been watered down over the generations. There's still a lot of hate and controversy over it, a lot of it. So sometimes when I post videos, like Australian people that are super in their ego masculine will be like, you shouldn't be effing playing this and da-da-da, and I'm just like, whoa, dude, don't you know the real story? But you can't teach someone who isn't willing to be taught. You know, you
That's systemic sexism.
Right.
Systemic.
And they don't know any better. You know what I mean? So they're just acting out of, they're trying to be prideful, but they're like doing the opposite by accident. So I don't take offense to it anymore. But I also stopped responding when people would say things like that. I'm like, I'm not going to go into this, because they have too much anger that's pouring out and they're trying to take it out on me. And you know what? The feminine already was the sacrifice. And so that's it.
I think Audrey might want to have something to contribute to this. Audrey, you there? Is she in the room?
Let's see.
Audrey's into the isms, the sexism, the racism, all that. But if she's not here, that's fine.
I am here. I am
You are.
here.
What do you think, Audrey? What do you think, Audrey?
Well, I think that is probably all truth to that. I mean, it's time for all those isms to be done. I mean, look at the effect that they've had on all of us. Racism, sexism, and you name it. Soon it'll be tall people, little. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Tall people, little people, fat people, short, black, white. What is it? Rich, poor?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it's a way of creating false separation.
Yes.
And that's in the process of stopping. I'm not saying, I mean, I've been looking at the astrological transits. Let's just say we've got some challenge in front of us, but that's not the end. It's almost better that all this junk is showing up because we can heal it when it's so-called hidden, although to some of us it hasn't been hidden, it's been obvious, then it's harder to deal with. So I think you're amazing, Jade. I think I didn't catch all of it, but I certainly caught some of it. That's fabulous. And for anybody that's been a pioneer in anything, it doesn't matter what, anything positive, kudos. And this is, I feel, the time of the woman, by the way.
Thank you, Audrey. I think T wants to say something. I'm feeling, right? T?
Yeah, I was just agreeing with Audrey, and I love Jade's story about like being the first one to play the instrument. I actually have a teacher who plays that same instrument, and I've never heard of a woman playing it. So kudos to you.
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
Yeah, we don't get to hear a didgeridoo coming from a female that often. That's all.
No.
Right?
I've never seen it.
No.
So-
Never seen it. Wow.
First time for me.
Right, Jade, beautiful.
From a woman. I have to think.
Yeah. And we have the breath inside of us. And
Yeah, it's all about the breath.
it's all about the breath, right?
Yeah.
Who just said that? Pam? Who just said that? Pam?
I don't know.
It's all about the breath?
Oh, that was Jade. Me.
Yeah, Jade. Yeah, it's all about the breath.
It really is, because the breath unites us. The breath, the inhalation, you know, the Ida, the Pingala, and the Sushumna nadis going through the body, the Chinese meridians, whatever philosophy you look at, it's all about uniting both hemispheres into one so the Kundalini can rise and so we can ascend. And the breath, you know, this is why Didgeridoo is so incredible and pranayama is so incredible, and any kind of meditation with breath work and doing sacred hape, the rape is so incredible as well, and allows you to ascend rapidly, because what's happening is you're breathing in, one nostril breathing out, the other breathing in and breathing out, and it syncs both hemispheres of your brain physiologically, which has an effect on the rest of our body, and vice versa. When doing the breath work with the two hemispheres of our soul, the feminine and masculine, how can they unite unless they've seen each other, unless they've both been activated and exposed and cleared out? Then that central axis can open up and we can join in harmony. I'm just like a big hippie. I could talk about breath work. Woo, I've been playing didgeridoo for like 10 years.
It's all about the inhale and exhale. So we all need to learn how to release that in and exhale. No?
Yep.
There is. So girl, welcome aboard. I'm glad you're here and glad you're participating. And this is I gave you a little bit more time because we had some time available. So I thank you for participating all the way from New Zealand. Yay! And we're going to make this perfect so we can hear every ounce of energy that you put out to us, so that we don't miss anything. Because when you plug in, you don't hear us. So when you disconnect, that's when you hear us. So we need to have a better connect in some kind of way.
Yeah.
So that would be awesome. It's all work in progress. It's great. If anybody wants to see her, she's going to be available for the next hour. You can see her in her room number 7. Go to the Zoom engineer or Alex if she's still awake. Anybody still awake? I don't know. I know that Vicky, it's probably 6 o'clock in the morning. He's from Pakistan.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
You still here? Awesome.
No.
Great. Good job.
Were you going to do the door prize?
I can't do this without my team, honestly. I can only do so much. You got somebody managing the front, the back, the breakout rooms, the tickets. There's a lot of little moving parts in this whole project, everybody. So please bear with us as we get rid of the kinks. Let us know what we did great. Let us know what we do wrong. And I only want to perfect this because this is where the life is going. We don't want to leave the house anymore right now for a little while. In order to be safe, we're going to come to you. You don't have to come to us. We will come to you. And we're going to make it easy and comfortable and safe. Okay?
Yep. Were you going to do the door prize?
You didn't forget that.
Oh, the door. I don't even remember what my door prize was. I have to check. Was it the chakra balancing?
You were going to do two 30-minute sessions, I think. Something like that.
Oh, yes. Honestly, everybody who wants the door prize, please message me your name and write, like in the DMs, write door prize, because I'm going to channel your energies and I'm going to do a chakra balance for you after 9 o'clock today. I'm just going to do it on my own time today. And then I'm also going to be guided whether I need to wait 3 or 4 days. And then I'm going to do you another full body chakra balance. So please provide your name and write door prize in the messages. Please, 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 because I would love nothing more to assist, honestly. Thank you.
Where do we put that?
Let me tell her how this works. So we have everybody put a number in the chat, and then you think of a number, and then you tell us what your number is. Usually everybody writes it down because you're in the middle of the field, so you're not going to be able to write it down. So we're going to have everybody write in the chat right now if you want a session with Jade. Put, what is it, 0 to 100, 0 to 500, 0 to 1,000? What do you want?
0 to 96.
0 to 96. Everybody who wants a session with her, who's going to do a long distance session, put it in the chat. Here comes the numbers. And then you do not look at the numbers.
Oh, no, I'm not. I just see things happening on my screen. It's very sunny, actually.
Don't look.
I feel like some kind of lizard.
Don't look. A lizard, jellyfish. I was told I was a jellyfish this week.
I love that.
I had jellyfish hands.
I love that because that's like, that's more fluid than human hands. So
yes.
I get that.
That's what he said. He goes, it wasn't human. It was just like empty. It was like clear hands. Okay, everybody, you're done with your numbers. Okay, what is your number, Jade?
73.
Oh, we got tight. We got between Storm and Ella. We got 70 and 76.
That's so funny because Spirit specifically told me 73. That's awesome. Okay, cool. So we got
I
two of
don't
them
think
then.
Ella's had a reading at all, and Storm has had multiple readings.
Okay. So
Ella,
Ella,
hasn't
did
had
you say?
anybody? Yeah, they're basically in the middle. Literally, 73 is right in the smack and the 70. And so, Storm, Ella, are you guys okay? Storm, you won a session today, did you?
Sure.
Okay. So, Ella, you're going to get a session with Jade.
Yep.
How do they arrange this?
I really need people to message me on my either Instagram or Facebook page. So hopefully they have social media. If not, I need them to email me.
Do you have those links for them?
Jade
Yes.
Celi, that's her name.
Yes. If I type it in the chat, will it go to everyone if I click type to everyone?
Yes, it will.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so chat
It is Jade Celi.
to everyone. Okay.
And Ella won the session.
Ella. Okay, so Facebook page. Jade Celi. It's gonna take me a minute to type. I'm not the fastest on here. Spiritual healing. Okay, so Facebook page. There's my Facebook page. Here's my Instagram.
Beautiful. Coming up next, we have Lauren Mercury.
Do I go to the room for a session from Ella? Info at.
We're gonna have to close. I have somebody in the waiting room. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to do for Ella. Do I just stay in my?
We will deal with that afterwards. Okay.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
No worries.
Yeah. She'll be in touch with you. She knows where to find you for the next hour. Jade,
Okay,
Celi,
perfect.
you can't miss it. Everybody sees it in the chat right now. And info at. Okay. Awesome, girl. Thank you for.
Thank you.
And I hope next week you're gonna be like doing sessions privately, right?
Yeah.
Great. So she'll be starting earlier. She'll wake up a little bit earlier her time and be more part of our time.
Yep. That's it.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.